Good morning, guys. How's it going? Came over here to the park this morning. I can't get in. There's no signs. There's no nothing. There's just a bunch of chains all wrapped around to where you can't get in. I guess my dead giveaway should have been when I pulled in. There was nobody here in the parking lot. Normally there's horse trailers here and stuff. So I don't know what's going on. I guess they don't want the squirrels getting the virus or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little heads up what's going on with old Steve. I've been going back and forth to doctors and stuff like this. You know, they just got to try to get you for everything they can get you for. And, you know, so Steve, I was kind of cautious with these guys because I've been lied to a lot, you know. I'm tired of it. You know, if you lie to me once and I catch it, shame on you. But if you keep lying to me and I keep doing the same stuff you tell me to do, shame on me, right? Anyway, I told you, I did that video, I can't have bees anymore. You saw me crying and all that. Of course, that was fake crying, of course. But anyway, yeah, about testosterone replacement and stuff like that. Because I was feeling, this has been going on for like 3 years or so, more. I forget when I started. It's been at least probably 4 years since I've been on the replacement. And I think testosterone replacement, it's called Cypionate. And I think it's, for an old guy like myself, 71 years old, you need to have that checked. Because, you're going to start going downhill. And you're going to start feeling weak and this and that. And granted, I hear you guys out there, oh, go natural. You go, yeah, right, okay, go natural. I understand that. About as natural as I'm going to get is a carnivore diet. And with that carnivore diet, I've discovered some really cool things. Like you can get off all medications. Yeah. Ancestral diet. We've been doing it for what, I don't know, maybe 250,000 years? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 250,000 years, that's all. Let me have a little sip of my tea here. Green tea. I do a cold thing now. Miss Daisy got pissed because I was getting her pots. What I do is put a saucepan on there and throw like 5 or 6 bags, No, I do 8 bags of tea in there because I'd make 2 quarts. Take a mason jar, wide mouth, so I put 8 bags in there. That's one, there's 4 cups to a quart. So I had 8 cups. Anyway, well, in this, by the way, this morning I got the green tea. It's cold. I do it cold now. I don't do the pot thing anymore. I got tired of getting my ass chewed out about pots getting all ugly. Anyway, I do the cold thing and let it sit in the fridge overnight. And that's how I make my tea. But this morning I put my saw palmetto. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Saw palmetto in here. Put 2 droppers full of that. I put a couple droppers full of elderberry. I harvest that out of... Well, I harvest that at my house out of the woods. So I wildcraft that. And then I bought some, I've got some ashwagandha. Check that out. Google that, ashwagandha. I did my own tincture on that. And I put a couple droppers of each in here. So that is great for blood pressure and stuff. So yeah, I'm off all blood pressure medications. And my doctor doesn't know it yet. I went there for my yearly checkup and routine. I did my blood work for him a while back. He was pissed off with that because my cholesterol was running 268, I think it was, 268. He said, you got why is this cholesterol so high? You're taking that cholesterol medication. I said, no, sir, no, sir. We go through this every time. Every year I got to retrain him every year, No, sir, I'm not on that. And you know why I'm not on that. Well, why? Why aren't you on that? I have to go through the training session again with these guys. I said it affects my muscles. You're giving me plantar fasciitis problems and carpal tunnel problems with that because it's affecting my muscles. And those two things affect muscles, both of those. That's another tricky one. They'll send you off for carpal tunnel to a surgeon, and all it is diet and getting off the crap medication they're putting you on. It's literally poison, guys. This stuff is killing people. And anyway, I said, I signed a release paper from you. The insurance company's going to get mad with that, Steve. They're going to get mad. I said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm saving them money by not even getting this stuff. Anyway, I said, I feel great, Doc. And so I didn't tell him about my blood pressure was good when I went in there. This morning, guys, I checked it this morning. I do it every other day or something now that I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, right? And I was 116/65 this morning. Here I'm 71 years on no medication, none, zip, nothing. Yeah, that was my blood pressure this morning. So I didn't tell him I'm not on it, anything. So I went off hypertension medication that I was on for 30 years, guys. Listen to me, 30 years. And that stuff affects muscles too. It certainly does. So get into self-care. Yeah, get into self-care. Now, I've been in self-care with saw palmetto for probably 30 years. Okay. And, you know, with me being on this testosterone replacement, my son got into it and discovered, he said, and I haven't found this yet, I got to do some more research. He said, by taking replacement testosterone, your PSA will go up a little bit. So he said that will go up a little bit. And I said, well, maybe you're right, you know. So I was running anything over 4, okay? They want you below 4 on PSA. That's the one that gets you on when you go to your primary care physician. They always check that PSA. I understand it's a fungal test, but I'm not sure on that. Anyway, if it's above 4, okay, flashing lights come on, flags go up. Oh, we got to get you to a urologist. Well, I was at this urologist because I started researching. I was getting weaker. I was getting weak. I didn't want to go on my hikes, which I love doing every day, and I suggest you do the same thing to keep yourself in shape. And I want you to pump iron every other day, okay? That's the Steve-O plan, Beekeeper plan. And so I said, you know, Doc, I want to get my testosterone checked. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's my primary care physician. And it was low. It was down at 165 or some crazy number. I said, holy crap. And so I started researching. I ran into this doctor out there, Dr. Jeffrey Life, and I listened to his whole story. I think I talked about it before. Anyway, look up Dr. Jeffrey Life and his whole story. He now runs a hormone clinic. He looks like Tarzan now. He's in his 70s. He's got a 50-some-year-old wife. They're having sex every other day, according to him. Anyway, things are working good for him. And Steve-O too, by the way. Anyway, yeah, I went there, and then I started on the testosterone replacement, and then my numbers started creeping up, and the alarm bells came on. Oh, this doctor said, oh, my urologist. Oh, we got to do a biopsy on you. I said, well, let me sleep on that one, Doc. Let me sleep on that. So I slept on it, and then I started researching, and then I started talking to the other troops. And the other troops were telling me, oh my God, you don't want that. You don't want that. I had I heard this guy said I was squirting blood out of my wiener for 2 days. I'm pooping blood. And all this going on. He said, they load you with antibiotics. Because here's what they do on a biopsy, guys. I don't know if you've researched it or not. They go up your rear end. They about numb you up. They don't totally knock you out. They numb you up. They go up your hiney, They line up on your prostate. They shoot a hole through your colon. Okay, get this. They're with a thick needle. They're going through your colon, into your prostate, and they're blindly, needle in a haystack, shooting around in your prostate, pulling out 12 biopsies, chunks of meat out of your prostate. Isn't that beautiful? We're just shooting in the dark, guys. And they can miss it. They said it's only like, I don't know, 50 to 70% success rate on hitting a cancer in there, even if you have cancer. Okay? We don't even know if we have cancer. So we're putting you through a possible life and death situation here, because people have died from this, from infection. Yeah. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen or heard in my life. It's unbelievable what they're doing, these doctors, and what they're getting away with. And insurance is covering it, of all things. This craziness. So you do your research. These guys just don't willy-nilly say, yep, give me that one. I got any good insurance, doc. Yeah, give me this, give me that. You're the man. Don't ever tell them they're the man. Don't ever tell them they're the boss. No, you are the boss. You are the boss. Don't ever let them intimidate you or anything else. And they will try to intimidate you if you do not go along with their program. Okay, guys? So anyway, I said, let me sleep on that one, Doc. Let me sleep on that one. Well, I've been sleeping on it for 2 years. Because all my plumbing's working fine. But now, according to them, prostate cancer, you don't really have any symptoms. It'll sneak up on you and take you out of the food chain, right? Yeah, it'll sneak up on you, just take you out of the food chain. So it's really scary. It's really scary. They got you. Oh boy, this is scary stuff. We gotta, yeah. Okay, well, if you're living correctly and eating the proper human diet and stop eating the standard American diet that's giving us all of these problems, okay? I'm telling you this stuff, guys, because I need beekeepers. That's the only reason I'm telling. I have a very strong passion for bees and beekeepers. I don't know if you've noticed. Without it, mankind is kind of screwed, okay? Anyway, so that's why I'm passing this info on to you guys. You can take this ball and run with it any way you want to run with it. I'm just telling you what I'm going through. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give medical advice. And I probably should be able to, because what's going on out there in big pharma land is absolutely nuts. It's about as nuts as this election we just had, okay? And still ongoing nuts, okay? Theft. I'm talking about theft, and I'm talking about theft in big pharma land too, okay? Anyway, we won't get into any political nonsense, but I want to give you life and death situations here, okay? So anyway, this has been going on for some time with me and this urologist, kicking the ball back and forth, all back and forth. Every time I go in. Well, it got up to 7.9, my PSA. Boy, the alarm bells went off on that one. And we were only getting a blood draw on me every 6 months to check this stuff out. Well, it got up to 7.9. Oh my God, let's get that biopsy. They're like, we got to get a biopsy on you. I didn't scare you, did I? That's the way they are with this. They're like Dr. Frankenstein. They're wanting that money. They want that money. That's how they pay for that office and everything else. Yeah, them and their Boris Karloff nonsense. I just kept telling him, I said, Doc, let me sleep on it. He said, you've been sleeping on this long enough, trying to intimidate me. He said, you're on testosterone replacement. Yeah, so I might have to take you off of that. What? I said, I don't think so. Well, I don't want to be doing nothing that could cause to increase your chances of of getting cancer, prostate cancer. That doesn't compute for me, Doc. He's looking at me in a pissed off look. I said, increased testosterone, that'd be like telling an 18-year-old, we gotta take out your prostate because you probably got prostate cancer. And I said, they're running anywhere 11 up to 1100. You know where I'm at right now, guys, with doing this replacement. And I went from like 143 or some crazy number. I fine-tuned this down. I'm shooting a 0.5 milliliter every week. I shoot every Monday morning. And I'm at 668. I am in the sweet spot. Okay. Feel great. In the sweet spot. So this guy's threatening to take this stuff away from me. And I told him, I said, no, if you do, my body will crash. And I was fixing to tell him, listen, you guys do an oath. Do no harm. Well, if I crash, then you've done harm. I didn't tell him that. But I was fixing to go there if he kept pushing my buttons, okay? I didn't have to go there. Well, I said, no, you can't do that. I always said, you can't do that, Doc. He looked at me, what? Spun around in his chair. Why is that? Because my body will crash. Been there, done it. I know what I'm talking about. So we got off that topic. Well, I got to do something, he said. The insurance company's going to want me to do something. The insurance company wants you to do something? I thought, I'm thinking to myself, this guy's supposed to be the law. He's the one calling the shots, right? So, I got to do something, he says. I got to do something to spend money. Got to do something. I said, well, what's the deal, Doc? He says, well, let's do an MRI. Okay. Where do I got to go for that? Way over on Bruce B. Downs over there. Well, that's a 45-minute ride for me. I thought, well, there's nobody closer. Nope. Your insurance is only going to let you do it over there. And we're going to do a contrast dye on you too. I said, what's that? They're going to put an IV in you. And if there's any cancer in that thing, it's going to light up like a Christmas tree. I said, well, that's good. Christmas is coming right now, so let's see if we can light up the tree, okay? So I said, all right, let's do it. I said, they're not going to stick nothing up my hiney and try to do a biopsy while I'm on that table. No. This is a peekaboo thing. This is all we're doing. I said, all right, I'm just saying. Anyway, go over there, I do that. That trick there, guys, was, it took about 45 minutes. You got to lay perfectly still. You can keep your, you can leave your underwear on, your shoes and socks, but they put you in that little green, little monkey suit, and you get in there and lay on this thing. He puts a little squeezy bulb thing in your right hand. If you're in this thing, I've been in an MRI unit before, and it was like claustrophobic as heck. But this thing, they're newer models. Have got a big, huge donut. You're on a table that slides in and out with a motor on it. You can go in and out with it. And he said, "What do you want? What kind of music you want? You want music, or what do you want? You want to listen to news?" I said, "Yeah, let me put on some Fox News. I want to hear some more crap about this, this election and craziness." And he said, "I don't have Fox News." I said, "What do you got, CNN?" "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, you got the fake news?" "Yeah." He laughed. "You got fake news." I said, "You got any music?" "Yeah." "You want country, or what do you want?" I said, "You got any Elvis Presley?" "By God, I do." I said, "Well, give me some Elvis. I haven't heard Elvis in a while. Let me hear Elvis." So I went in there. They put the headphones on you. And this thing sounds like a machine gun going off, guys, at times in there. Bump, 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 and then it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And then the table moves in and out like this. And so we did that for 40-some minutes, perfectly still. And while I was in this machine, guys, just as I'm rolling in this tube, I asked the man upstairs, I said, "Lord, if I have cancer in this body, can you take it out today? Because I have a lot of work to do yet. I've got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to do. And I don't need to be slowed down with prostate cancer. Okay? And all of a sudden, I got this calm feeling over my whole body. I almost went to sleep on this thing. And I sat there listening to Elvis. And so I went through that. And then we had a meeting. I had a meeting with him, like a Zoom thing on your computer deal with my doctor. This is like a week later. Actually, it was day before yesterday this happened. And we had the meeting, and it was 4 in the afternoon. So you're puckered up the whole time, guys. You know, the whole week you're going by, you're thinking. But then I'm thinking about the man upstairs and the way I felt after I did that little prayer thing and the calmness I had. So I felt pretty good. But you're still on, you're still on the edge of puckered. So I get in there, and the doctor comes on. Miss Daisy's sitting next to me, listening to this. She was off camera, though. She was on the side, like she normally is, She's never on camera. She's camera shy. Anyway, he says, Steve, we don't see anything on this. I said, okay. And he acted like he was disappointed. You'd think the guy would be happy that someone has not got a near-death thing going on, right? None of that. But I expected that because I know these guys. I've been dealing with them forever. Yeah, he says, no, we can't find nothing. We can't find a thing. But there could be some little anomalies back in there, this and that. When they shoot you with that dye, and it goes in there and hits that bloodstream and goes in there, I don't know if it's a radioactive thing or what it is, but it will light up cancer like a Christmas tree. And none of that. He says, so I guess what I'll do is just see you in 6 months. And then I was researching, guys. Now get this one. You might want to sit down for this one, okay? I've got to do my own research on this shenanigans. What I found was there's a blood test, and it's fairly new. It's called a 4K score blood test. And that blood test, 4K score blood test, targets any cancers and the aggressiveness of the cancer in the prostate. It's a certain test just for that. How expensive it is, I don't know. And I looked it up, and I found it by accident. So I wrote that down on a piece of paper and had it sitting there by the computer when we were having this chitty chat. He said, I'll see you in 6 months. I said, that's good. That's good. All right. Sounds good. So anyway, I said, by the way, Doc, what's up with this 4K score blood test? Yeah. He knew all about it. This is supposed to be done, guys, before you do any biopsy stuff. Because it could eliminate the biopsy stuff. But there's no money in it. It's all about the money. When you walk through that doctor's office door, when they see your face, they are seeing dollar signs. Okay? And if you're sickly up for anything, the dollar signs really light up. You light up like a Christmas tree. You are golden. I'm just giving you this information, guys, because I don't know if you noticed, I'm triggered. I'm really triggered with doctors and the nonsense that's going on, okay? It's ridiculous. They're screwing with innocent people. and it's not right. So anyway, he says, sorry, I had a phone call. He says, yeah, we can do that 4K score test. Yeah. We'll just add that. What we'll do is do your testosterone PSA test, and we'll do your we'll do the 4K score test in March, and then I'll be seeing you in April. I said, sounds good, Doc. Sounds good. Okay, well, have a Merry Christmas, he said. Disappointed, like he was disappointed. Like he wasn't going to get extra goodies for his wife or whatever, because he didn't get my biopsy. I don't know what they get for these biopsies, guys, but you know it's got to be big money. It's got to be big money. And why the insurance company gets bogged down with this kind of corruption and nonsense, I don't know. But that, just to give you a heads up, if they want to do this stuff to you guys are going to get it. You're going to get the finger up the butt. They're going to check your prostate. That's the other thing. He does that to me every 6 months. The finger in the booty, and it comes back the same every time. It's smooth. It's a little bit enlarged. It's smooth, no bumps. If you find that thing's got bumps in it, you probably got cancer in it, okay? But it may be a low-grade cancer. You may not. You could live with that for 20 years. So don't get out there running out there like a crazy man and saying, oh yeah, pull out the prostate, because what'll be happening there is you're going to be in a diaper the rest of your life, more than likely. You won't have any sexual function. Yeah, that's how that's going to go for you. So if you have issues with that, demand that I don't know what the test costs if your insurance don't pick it up, but I would demand the 4K score blood test to see if there's cancer in there and what the grade of it is. If it's very low grade, then you make your own decisions on what you want to do. But they may go in there and say, oh, we want to do a biopsy, and say, no, because it's a low grade cancer. So anyway, I'll cut this short now, guys. That's why I've BS'd enough. I just thought I'd pass this information along. It's like a little Christmas gift from me to you, from Steve-O to you. A little Christmas gift. This little information package I'm giving you. And so I want you to enjoy Christmas. Don't get too upset over this election stuff. Truth will always prevail. We're going to keep on getting it on. We're going to stay strong. And I'll see you on the next one. Be happy. Bye-bye.